Hey, you guys. Hey. Welcome back to my channel. My camera's a little. Oh. All right. Hey, everyone. Happy Thursday. I feel like it's Friday because let me get my mic up here. The fair is in town, so my kids don't have school tomorrow. So it feels like it's Friday. Hey, Destiny. Hey, Orange County girls. So we're going to talk about Johnny Depp. He has him a woman. And I'm like, okay. You guys remember during the trial, everyone thought that him and Camila Vasquez had something going on because they were so like touchy feely, lovey dovey. I was like, they are doing something. Like, they might not be boyfriend and girlfriend, but I'm probably gonna get some heat for that because everybody's like, girls can have friends that are guys, and I'm like, I know it, but it was just like they had this chemistry with each other that I'm like, if they don't have something, they would make a great couple, in my opinion. But Johnny Depp does have a woman, and where did it go? Where did it go? It is his other lawyer from the UK trial. I'm actually not shocked. Um, one of the things that Johnny Depp mentioned about Amber Heard is he thought she was intelligent. So I feel like Johnny Depp is attracted to, um, you know, uh, smart women. I was going to intelligent women. I feel like he's attracted to intelligent women. Vanessa Paradis, she looks like she's probably smart. Amber Heard, she's not smart, but she makes people believe that she is because she's always reading books, and she probably has a lot of information that's like useless that would lead somebody that thinks that she's smart. Which one I want to see her face? Was it the skinny girl that was with him every day? So from the UK trial, I'll show you. It's not Camila Vasquez. Her name is Joelle Rich. All right, so let me show you guys, and I'll give you guys the rundown on it. And you guys, yes, I have false lashes, but they are strip lashes. So, like just the Walmart strip lashes. So I'm hoping, I've had them on since this morning and my eyes are fine. So I'm hoping everything will be okay. Lash extensions I cannot get because obviously I'm allergic to the glue, but let me make this a little bit bigger. It seems like it's been confirmed. I mean, they're talking about how she was married when she was with him. I mean, she was married when she met JD, but now she's getting a divorce. It seems like it was confirmed. Okay, so here she is. He should have stayed with an. I know. I liked him with Vanessa. Like, I went back because I was covering the trial and everything. I went back and looked at um, pictures of Johnny. I did a video of like Johnny Depp and his family. I'm gonna try some more pictures. I'm gonna try to find some more pictures. But I did a video on Johnny Depp and like his family life. And in all the pictures that you see of him with Vanessa, he looked fine. Like he looked like he was happy. He looked like he was in love. Like, so it's sad. It's very sad to see that, he left Vanessa for Amber Heard, the tramp, you know? But I think she's like a Jezebel that like latched on to him and like cast a spell on him or something. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think he probably regrets leaving Vanessa. That's what I'm like. Amber Heard is so mad. So this is the girl. This is the woman. I'm not gonna call her a girl. I'm gonna call her a woman. Now they're not specific as to if she cheated on her husband, but what it does say is that she was married when she met Johnny Depp, and now she is in the middle of divorce proceedings. So, you know, take that however you want it. I don't know who this is. I don't know why I just clicked. She kind of looks like Paris Jackson. Does she not kind of look like Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris? She's like older. Here she is as well. Let me bring that down a little bit. She's pretty. All right, so let me give you guys the rundown. I heard Amber Heard was doing, yep, I heard that too, CC, and I'm thinking about covering that. So let me give you guys the rundown. Okay, so not only is he dating this lawyer, she was his lawyer during the UK trial where the trial that was about the son, they sued the son because the son put out an article calling him a wife beater. They lost that trial, but no hard feelings because he and her did start dating. There goes my shot. I know, right? Ah. So she was at the trial to show her support. During the Amber Heard trial, she was present in the courtroom during that entire defamation trial. A source says there was no professional obligation for her to be there. It was personal. She was there because it was personal for her. And in one photo from the May court proceedings, Rich or Joel Rich can be seen hugging Camille Vasquez, one of the lawyers who represented Johnny in his U.S. case against Amber Heard. The London-based attorney was part of Johnny's legal team that handled the Secret Window Actors UK libel lawsuit against the Sun in 2018, but she was not professionally involved with the Amber Heard defamation trial. I don't know. Like, I look back at pictures of Amber, you know, when she first came to Hollywood, and I'm like, yeah, she was pretty, but then now I don't think she's pretty, and knowing her attitude, and in my opinion, the fact that she is just completely off her rocker, no. No, 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 no. So the news broke today, Thursday, September 22nd, that Johnny Depp and the lawyer are in a serious relationship. Sources say their chemistry is off the charts. Also, the source said that Johnny Depp and his lawyer, Joel, from the UK trial, would discreetly meet up in hotels before their romance went public. They are the real deal. Now, Joelle, for her part, she was married when she met Johnny Depp, but she is now in the process of divorcing her husband. She and her estranged spouse share 2 children. Now, I feel like I do think when he walked out, she walked out with him and she got into, I always wondered, I was like, there's Camille, there's a lady that looks like Amy Schumer, there's the lady with the really beautiful curls, and there was like always this other lady, and I think it was her. She would always get into the ride with them. So I think, yeah, it was her. Now, I feel like Johnny Depp is like a gentleman, and I don't think he would like have a relationship with her married. I think if they met and they had this attraction, I think he probably said, like, if you want to go anywhere with this, you need to leave. I'm not going to do this if you're married. And she probably was like, okay, give me a second. I work at the courthouse. I know how to do this. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let me go file those papers right now. I'll represent myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Johnny Depp, for God's sake. So, in addition to working on Depp's UK case, Joelle also represented Meghan Markle in her case against the Mail on Sunday. So the Duchess of Sussex, 41, sued the outlet for publishing a private letter that she sent to her estranged father, Thomas Markle. In February 2021, the UK High Court ruled that the disclosure from the letter were manifestly excessive and hence unlawful. 10 months later, an appeals court rejected the publisher's request to force a trial and upheld the original judgment. So she represented Meghan Markle. Wow. Okay. Depp, however, did not win his UK lawsuit, which I wonder if he can go back to that now. Like, because the whole reason he didn't win is because the courts basically claimed that Amber Heard's claims that Johnny Depp was abusive, they said were substantially true. Well, now it's been proven in a court of law that they are not true. So I wonder if he could potentially go back and file an appeal. So, he lost that one. He requested an appeal, but the court denied his petition in March 2021. At the time, the lawyer, Joelle, told Deadline that she seriously questioned the UK judge's decision not to allow an appeal. Because I feel like most of the time you get that appeal, don't you? Like, usually when you file an appeal, you get at least one appeal. Like, they usually will, right? And I'm not a lawyer. Maybe I should ask Emily Baker this, but usually if you file for an appeal, if you have like decent grounds, they will allow that, correct? But now I did hear, this is what I heard, you guys. They were suing the son, right? The UK son, not the US son. So they were suing the son. Johnny Depp was. I heard that the presiding judge over that trial had a child, obviously a grown adult child, that worked for the son. I swear that's what I heard. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. But who else in the chat heard that? Who else in the chat heard that the son, UK son, the judge that presided over that lawsuit, his son worked for the son? Yes, that's what I heard. So, Depp's U.S. lawsuit, meanwhile, was filed in early 2019 after Amber published an op-ed in the Washington Post where she described herself as a victim of DA. The trial began in April with Camila Vasquez, who girl crush, yeah, on Camila Vasquez, leading Johnny Depp's team. In June, a jury decided in favor of Johnny Depp, awarding him 10 point, what was it? It was like $12 million, but by the time you take out what he owes her, it's going to be like $10 million. Amber Heard was also awarded $2 million in compensatory damages after the jury found that one of Johnny Depp's other lawyers made one defamatory statement about her. I'm like, in my opinion, if they felt like one of Johnny Depp's attorneys made a defamatory statement against Amber Heard, they should have took that up with him. Like, that's not, I mean, I get it. You know, your lawyer represents you, acts on your behalf, but still. Oh, that's fun, Katie. I need to do that. I wonder when we have Spirit Week. Do we already have Spirit Week? I don't know. But I said this year I want to kind of go big for Paris. But no, we haven't, because I want to go big with Paris for Spirit Week. Like, pants all decorated, shirt all decorated, everything. So, Amber Heard filed an appeal in July after a motion for a mistrial was denied. A spokesperson for Amber Heard said, "We believe the court made errors that prevented a just and fair verdict consistent with the First Amendment." No, look, you have your First Amendment right, but it does not say you can defame someone. So, we are therefore appealing the verdict. While we realize today's filing will ignite the Twitter bonfires, there are steps we need to take to ensure both fairness and justice. That same month, Johnny Depp filed his own appeal of the decisions to award Amber Heard $2 million in damages. Yes, I didn't know that. I don't think I knew that. Did I know that? That he filed an appeal on that? I don't think I did. But either way, thank you, Orange County girl. I love that. I'm changing my hair up just because I feel like I always wore it like straight. So I wore it in a bun one day. I wore it like in a high pony with curls. And today I'm just doing the curls because I just kind of feel like I needed to change my style up a little bit. So anyways, this is interesting. So it seems like they've been dating for some time. She was at the trial. It seems like she was there most days. She was caught, hugging his lead attorney, Camila Vasquez. And sources say she was not there. This was personal to her. She was there to support Johnny Depp. I wonder if Amber Heard had any idea who this woman was. I wonder if Amber Heard had any idea that this was Johnny Depp's new woman. But I do have to say, this is a huge step up for Johnny Depp. While Amber Heard, maybe in her heyday, was cute, time has not aged her well. It really hasn't. Let's look at a picture of her from court, because I'm like, dang, girl. She aged, like her face just aged. I don't know. Like, It was, her face seemed almost oddly shaped. It was kind of weird. And she dressed really strange during court. Like, you know how when you, I don't know, I always see this in movies, but if you're like on trial for a serious crime, they always are like, dress in a way that makes you look innocent. Like, dress like a teacher, a Sunday school teacher, so they don't think you killed your husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, she did not dress in a way that, in my opinion, made her look like a Sunday school teacher. I don't know. Anyway, to be innocent. Also, I know Amber Heard is apparently blaming Elaine Bredehoff for her loss. So I need to catch up on that. So here is Amber Heard, like kind of in her heyday, where like this is a picture where I see it and I'm like, okay, she's pretty. She's a pretty girl. Let's go. Let's go. Let's look. Let's look. Pretty girl right here. That's kind of like a half photo. You guys can't see. Okay. Need to. Let's find one of her from trial because she just, I don't know, her face was like oddly shaped. It was really strange. Let me see what I can find. Oh, Denisa, thank you so much. Oh my God, Denisa, thank you. Yeah, right. You've been gifted a membership by Miss Denisa. Fat Baby Toodles, you've been gifted a membership by Denisa. Bobby Pin, you've been gifted a membership by Miss Denisa. Thank you so much, Miss Denisa. That is awesome. So there was just something with her like face. I don't know. Did she have like a little too much Botox right here? Her face was like more square, and to me it looked aged. Like when you look at like these photos, like look at this. I don't know. Like this photo, she looks young. She looks young in this photo. She looks, maybe she got stung by a bee. Maybe that's what it was. All right, where is? I mean, I remember looking at some photos one time, and I was just like, ah, geez. All right, look at that photo. Pretty girl. Here, maybe it is cheek implants, and it's just not doing what, I don't know. Stephanie Moore, yay, Stephanie. Thank you so much, Miss Denisa. Miss Denisa, you are always so nice. Thank you. My aunt's name is Denise, but I've never heard of Denisa. Okay. Like, I don't know. I'm like, did they tell her to try to look older? I don't know. Like the outfits that she wore, I questioned because I was like, it's almost like, okay, she's going to trial for, saying that she's been abused. And he's saying, no, she abused me. So, in my opinion, just because, unfortunately, how society is, it's changing. We are evolving. It is changing. But like back in the day, you didn't really hear of men being abused. It was always like the men are doing the abusing. It's the women that's being abused. And obviously, that's not true. Maybe more than not, it's women, but there are also plenty of men that are abused. So, back in the day, it was like when you think of like spousal abuse, I think most minds just automatically think it's the wife being abused. I think that's just kind of like natural for what someone would think at first. Like if you know that like a couple is going to court for abuse, you just automatically think, oh man, the husband's like beating the wife. So she dressed masculine to me, and I'm like, she should have, in my opinion, she should have dressed like a little bit more feminine. Like, I mean, there's pictures of her all over the internet looking like an innocent, sweet girl, but then she dressed so masculine in these outfits that made me wonder, like, what is she doing here? Oh, thank you, Denisa. Like, I'm like, did she not speak with like a specialist? I don't know what they would call them, but someone that would sit her down and say, okay, you know how you see in the movies where they're like, you got trial coming up. This is what they're going to ask you. You're going to want to make sure you look like a Sunday school teacher because you're going on trial and they're trying to prove that you killed your husband. Well, you want to look like you would never be the one to kill your husband just by your looks. You want to walk in that room and then be like, what? That sweet little old lady, or that sweet lady? That no way. So like, why did she? To me, it was like she intentionally tried to look, and she did. She copied Johnny's style. But I'm like, I think that bit her in the butt. Personally, I think that come back to bite her in the butt. I think if she would have dressed a little bit more feminine, I don't know. Probably not, but Do you guys get what I'm saying or agree with what I'm saying? Now, I did a video about how she was copying Johnny's style. I did a video on it. And like I showed pictures like Johnny would wear this and she would wear that. And everybody was like, how? I guess I should have explained it a little bit more. It's actually my fault. But everybody was like, how did she know what Johnny was going to wear to court? So I had to go and comment, and I was like, she didn't wear it on the same day as him. I think everybody misunderstood what I was saying, as on the day that Johnny wore this, she wore, a similar outfit. So everybody's like, how does she know? Somebody said she must have had somebody on the inside. Somebody said she must have had somebody on the inside telling her what Johnny was going to wear. And I'm like, no, 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 no. No, she wore it like days after him, She was trying to dress authoritative so the jury would believe her. Maybe so. That makes a little bit more sense, yeah. Her facial expressions during testimony were priceless. And when she did that interview, when she's like, um, they thought I was like fake crying, but if I'm such a good actress, then how would they tell something like that? I'm like, no, you weren't though. Like you weren't a good actress. That's why everybody like could tell. Like your facial expressions just like were terrible. My dog stepped on a bee. Like what? What? Why? Why that? It was really strange. Sorry, guys. My daughter's texting me. She's at the fair. The fair is in town. We're bringing our kids tomorrow. I'm planning on it, so I might not be live tomorrow. She went to the fair but forgot her money. Yeah, that was the point. It was obvious that she was given a performance of her lifetime, but it was that's what it was. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Cece, for saying that because she's like they said it was the performance of a lifetime, but in the same breath said I was a bad actress. So which one was it? Well, that's what it was. You were trying to give a performance of your lifetime, but because you're not a good actress, it didn't work. So she looks bad from so much partying, drugs, and all the different partners. Yeah, I definitely think it's aged her. Also hearing like the mental conditions that she has, the I think what bipolar, histrionic, what was it called? What was everything that she was like diagnosed with? I mean, honestly, that's got to be tough to live with a disorder to where you just flip like a switch right off the bat and you go into like this rage and like nothing can calm you down or control you, or she should have been on medication. Like I mean, let me see what they say she was diagnosed with. I hope now she's taken the proper steps to get on some type of medication. Person, okay, she was diagnosed with two personality disorders, histrionic, histrionic personality disorder. So, April 29th, 2022, amid all the attention this month to actor Johnny Depp's $50 million lawsuit against ex-wife Amber Heard, a psychological term has entered the public's lexicon: histrionic personality disorder. Depp says that an op-ed Heard wrote in 2018 hurt his career and he is suing for defamation. The term was used in court during the testimony of Shannon Curry, also Girl Crush. Like she was on her game. And then Dr. Shannon Curry wore her hair like this really unique way. And then Amber Heard wore her hair that way a couple days later. And then I filmed and tried to wear my hair that way because I was like, it looks so good. I'm copying her too. A clinical and forensic psychologist in California and Hawaii who carried out a psychological evaluation of Amber and said that she met with Amber for 12 hours. Curry testified that Amber has both borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder. Amber has said she has post-traumatic stress disorder due to her condition. Heard is very concerned with image, prone to cruelty, blaming others, and unable to admit responsibility for doing something wrong. That's what Curry testified. All of that makes so much sense. Like, I remember watching it and her, like, explaining it, and I was like, that is Amber to a T. Holy moly. So what exactly is histrionic personality disorder, and how does it differ from the other better-known personality disorders such as paranoia, narcissistic, and obsessive compulsive disorder? Histrionic personality disorder means overly theatrical and melodramatic. Tends to be more common in women, can be learned or inherited, and comes with intense, unstable emotions and distorted self-images. And those with the disorder tend to behave dramatically, rely on other people's approval to bolster their self-esteem, and have an overwhelming desire to be noticed. That is literally her. It's wild. Histrionic personality disorder is far less commonly diagnosed than narcissistic and borderline personality disorder, says Jessica January Bear, a licensed psychologist in New York City. The criteria for the disorder is probably much more commonly seen than diagnosed. To diagnose someone with histrionic personality disorder, a person has to meet 5 out of the 9 very specific criteria. These 9 criteria include being uncomfortable unless you are the center of attention, your emotions shifting rapidly. And we saw that in court. We saw Amber like 1 second fine and then bam, pretending to cry. We know that she likes to be the center of attention. Acting very dramatically on the stand, we saw that, as though performing for an audience. It was uncomfortable. It was the way she acted on that stand, performing for the jurors. She was looking at them like nonstop, like literally, like this is the jurors. Like the whole time she's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the jurors like spoke up and said like we were uncomfortable. It got to the point to where we would not even look her way because we knew she was looking at us. Exaggerated emotions. My dog stepped on a bee. Expressions. Okay. Exaggerated emotions and expressions, yet appearing to lack sincerity. Absolutely. Constantly seeking reassurance or approval. This is that's like hers with tea. It's wild. Yes, even the jurors were uncomfortable. So I should have clarified Amber's expert witnesses, Johnny's, were spot on. Yeah. Yeah. Um, so yeah, I don't remember why I started that, but I was saying, like, I hope she got help for this. Like, I hope she's on some type of medication that will help her because I don't think there's any way Amber can live a normal life and not be, in my opinion, probably abusive to her partner if she doesn't get, some mental health help. I just don't see how she could. Um, so I mean, Eve Barlow, who she dates now, I was reading on Twitter the other day, and this is Twitter, but I did hear that like allegedly, like her and Eve Barlow got in this blow up, and Eve Barlow was spotted with like some bruises, and I don't know how true that is. Um, but if it hasn't happened yet, in my opinion, with the conditions that she has, untreated, I think it could possibly lead to that. She mimicked his outfit the next day quite often. Yeah, it was really weird. It was really weird. But I'm glad that he's happy. I'm glad that he is moving on. I'm glad that he has a woman that is intelligent. I hope she didn't cheat on her husband. I mean, it does seem like she may have left her husband for Johnny Depp. I mean, it's Johnny Depp, but I wouldn't leave my husband for Johnny Depp. I don't care. I wouldn't. But still, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully she didn't leave her husband for Johnny Depp. Maybe they were already like not doing well and she just hadn't taken any steps to file for divorce until she met Johnny Depp. I don't know. Either way, she's obviously a smart woman. Let's hope that things go well between them. But yeah, I was glad to hear that she was like at the trial and she was there because she wanted to make these nods that I would. That's funny. Is your husband gonna watch this? Probably not. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so like she being there to support him, like that's awesome that she was there. But hopefully we'll see them out and about, I mean, Johnny Depp literally this trial really sparked a whole new like fandom for Johnny Depp. She wasn't his current no, she was not his attorney for his current the defamation case against Amber Heard. She was his attorney for exactly these nods. She was his attorney for the UK trial. Her name is Joelle Rich. And apparently they've been dating, like since towards the end of that trial. They've been meeting up in hotels very discreetly. Sources say they are the real deal, that he is super happy, that she is super happy. So, let's see where that goes. I heard that, and look, she was with Kara, and look at Kara now. Oh my goodness, y'all. Cara Delevingne is like in a bad way. I hope that girl gets help. Cara Delevingne, if she doesn't get help, I fear the worst for her. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live. I'm going to come back because there was something that I wanted to talk about. One more live, like business live. And then I was going to do like a little hangout live for maybe like an hour. But you guys leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Joelle Rich? I don't know. I'm like all for this, but hearing that she was married and she left her husband, I just hope there wasn't no cheating going on here. They have children. I just hope she didn't leave her husband for Johnny Depp. I hope like it was already like not well, and that her husband was cheating on her. I don't know, for her to take that step, But what was it that I was gonna talk about? Let me go ahead and tell you guys. So, Kail Lowry reveals on her podcast, Kail Lowry from Teen Mom, recently revealed on her podcast that Chris Lopez did not believe that one of the boys was his. So we're going to come back in just a little bit to talk about that. And then I think we're just going to do like a hangout stream for just a little bit. Orange County girl, thank you so much. Stephanie Moore, I'm so happy that you got the membership. Thank you so much for Denisa for doing that once again. Hey, Mama 3, I didn't see you in here. But yeah, you guys join me right back here in a little bit to talk about Kail Lowry opening up on her podcast to say, yeah, Chris Lopez did not think that one of our sons was his. And I'm going to give you guys all of that information. Is Kail pregnant? I don't know. We still don't have like confirmation. She goes live like all the time, but she's sitting like this. Like I watched her live yesterday and she's literally sitting like where her boobs are almost rested on the desk so you can't see her belly. So I don't know. But I'll be back here in just a little bit, you guys. Make sure you guys join me. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Johnny Depp and his new lady? Do you guys think they're gonna, move forward? Do you guys think that this will be a thing? Could you please? Yes. Oh my goodness, Stacy. I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine. I'm so sorry. Everybody keep Stacy Reeves in your prayer. Her mom passed away last month. We'll absolutely do that. Join me back here in just a little bit, Stacy, and we will, entertain you for the night. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.